Friday. Thank God it's Friday. Friday. That was always a stupid song. I was going to say, I don't know why I'm singing it, but it's probably because it's Friday. Come on, Curtis. You're smart. Let's see, who's here already? Big Green. Absolutely always down for some bad touch. That's what makes this place go round. And Wolverine's in a repugnant tune. Indo's here, Millie Joe, Madara, Uchiha, Miss Engel, Jerome Brenneke. Zoot Chen is here, and Jack's here. Oh, and Jack has the Vaseline. Oh, good, I almost ran out, which I'm usually very careful about that. And Doggy Saratobi, S Blank, Poppy's in, Chustard's here, Jared's with us, Wacky Dave. Wow, did we get notifications out today? Are you guys coming here from being notified? I just don't know how that happens. I didn't know that was I didn't realize that was a possibility anymore. Nicholas says cuckaroot. Sounds like a Canadian saying cuckaroot. Buddy? No, wait. I'm not your pal, buddy. I'm not your buddy, cockroach. Ashley's in and Mr. Shank too. Mortem's here. Wow. Yeah, yes. Look at all the yeses to the getting notifications. You got notifications for the videos, Big Green? Well, listen, BG, just because you're signed up for such things, you don't think Susan's going to send you a notification on everything. Don't be greedy. Apparently, it costs YouTube money to send out those notifications. That's all I can figure. Parabird Chris says, when I first saw a video of yours, I thought you were just a pervy old man who only cared about objectifying 2D girls. I still think that, but I watch your videos regardless. I was just going to say, I thought we were going a different way with that story where you came to some other conclusion. I was like to say, no, you got misdirected. First impressions are not always inaccurate at all. Wolverine, you get notifications regularly? Isn't that weird? How so? Well, we talk about that a million times. Oh, Madara was doing bad touch and got a notification. That's like an extra bonus. Miss Engel says, suck it, YouTube. Silly Susan. Tricks are for kids, Mortem. Is that who they... Indo, no. He said just get ready for game day, Saints versus Packers. You mean a preseason game today, or is that who they open the season with? I saw that, Wacky Dave. They turned Winnie the Pooh into a horror movie. I didn't see the movie. I mean, I saw that it was done. Well, what was the name of it? The name made me laugh. Shit, I forgot what it was. I do kind of want to watch that, though. My wife will be appalled. That's one of her you guys all know she's a Disney fanatic anyway, and that's always been one of her lifetime favorites is the Winnie the Pooh crew. She likes the Fairy Godmother, Winnie the Pooh, and Minnie are her big ones. Hydra says, hey Curtis, my day fucking sucks. Well, that sucks. Have college classes and then turn right around and work 5 to 11 closing shift at the Kroger I work for. I know. I get you. Some days it's just like when you see what's laying in front of you, or what the rest of your days are just like, fuck. You'll get through it, pal. You will. I promise. Oh, Blood and Honey. That was it. Yeah, Blood and Honey, guys. Yeah. That again, with anything like satire, excuse me, or something over the top like that, if it's based on something that I do enjoy, I tend to like it even more. Indo says, yeah, Saints versus Packers preseason today. Gotcha. Jack says, saw your walk to Arlong Park reaction upload. I love that episode. Always a classic. First time I was like, yeah, One Piece is cool. Oh, Jack, it's amazing how well these stories are told, because just in going back to download that video, to edit it up and post it, it still hits hard. And that whole thing with Nami, and then the resulting slow walk, I mean, the slow walk in and of itself is so cool and so badass. But when you get the full context of what was going on with Nami and everything, it just, it's some amazing shit, One Piece. And in anime in general. Wow, Zuchen says, Susan actually notified me for videos and live streams. Jared says, hey, Curtis, have you heard about all the shortages at grocery stores? Yes. How have they been in your area? Hit and miss. My wife went to Walmart the other day, so they were pretty much wiped out of a lot of stuff. But then there's a Food Lion up the road from us, so I went to see if I could get some of the stuff she wasn't able to get when she went shopping. Excuse me, and they were pretty well stocked, so it's kind of weird. It's uneven. The prices, of course, are fucking outrageous. I don't need to tell you guys that. I mean, I'm sure you all food shop. It's insane. We've gotten to where there's a lot of restaurants around here, fast food and independent restaurants as well. And now there's a lot of days the food has gotten so high, it's cheaper to eat out a lot of times. We have I don't know how many of you guys are familiar with cookout restaurants. They're just in this region, I believe, the southern region. But their burgers have hot dogs, a big selection of different shakes, good, just good fast food. And we went there the other day for my wife and I both to get everything we wanted to eat. It's not like we were scrimping or anything. We got everything we wanted to eat for dinner. It cost $13. Most of the meals we make at home now with the price of food cost us more than $13. $4.50 for a gallon of milk, Jared. Yeah, I mean, it's just gotten outrageous. Food is just insane. Oh, really? Beastie says food shopping in Scotland Hall, the prices haven't changed that much. Oh, they're bad, really bad. Random Chill says $1 5-gallon water is now $2.50. That's what you're seeing too. I mean, 100% and more markups from just a couple years ago. Hexaturing. Hi. Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. Hexaturing. That's, I don't believe I've seen you in with us before. Jill says, aloha, Curtis. Still here in Hawaii. Loving it so far. Oh, that's amazing, Jill. I finally got to try surfing, doing hula hoops in a sunset fest. That's cool. Wedding will be held this Sunday, by the way. Then after that, we're going cruising. Oh, I'm so glad you're having a good time, Jill. That just sounds amazing. I really want to go to Hawaii at some point. I don't know if my wife and I will get to do it, but that's big on our bucket list. We just want to go spend a few days in Hawaii. That just sounds like so much fun. I'm sure I would suck at surfing. I've always had good balance. I think it's just from all the sports, but it's weird in the respect that I have good balance in that I rarely ever fall. For whatever reason, if I misstep or something, I can almost always catch myself. But as far as balance to do something like surfing, I don't think I would do well. Dragon says the best part about being blind is that I don't have to pay gas prices. Yeah, you're not wrong though, pal. Holy shit! And gas has receded a little bit, but food just keeps going. Chrome says food prices have definitely gone up here. Seeing even simple meal deals, a sandwich, drink, and crisps go from £3 to £3.50. Dad used to pay under £100 for fuel. Now it's over $180. Yeah, I mean, and certain items more so than others. But my wife came home. Well, what happened was when COVID hit and weren't sure what was going on, I took over the grocery shopping. Because my wife having asthma and stuff, I just didn't want her out and about when there was the potential for her to get COVID and get really sick. So I took it over. So the last couple of years, I've been doing most of the shopping. So she hasn't been going out as much. Well, now we're down here. She went out and she came home and she was like sticker shocked. It was like she just had, went a good 12 rounder with Tyson or something. She just came in and she was like, I can't believe how much everything costs. It's like, yeah, I know. Yeah, good balance on solid ground, pretty much, for Pugmington. I don't know why that is. I guess everybody's got their own things, but we've even laughed about it over the years. I hardly ever fall. Well, now that I'm getting old, I'm sure I can work it out. No more Ocarina of Time remakes, please. Says, just got Ratchet and Clank for PS5. I can't wait to play with my daughter. She turned 16 today. Oh, happy birthday to your daughter. Cool. I played Ratchet and Clank like once or twice. It was pretty cool. I just never really got back to it. I can remember playing it, though. Thanks, Wolverine. Oh, did you take over as Wolverine? Yeah, I was going to say, well, Wolverine took over with a super chat that wasn't even a message. Then I looked at he's stream boss. Ooh, you just got in time too. Dragon almost got it from you. Yeah. Dragon says you live in the South now. Don't pay for food. Shoot it. Believe it or not, though, Dragon, I'll tell you, there were more hunters back where I lived up in New York. Of course, this is, now we're in a city. And we lived very rural up there, and everybody except me was a hunter. Zuchen says here in South Carolina in Walmart, the gallon of milk is $3.67. I'm not sure what we're paying for milk, just because when Spaz Kid isn't living with us, my wife and I are not big milk drinkers, so we buy it rarely. And when we do, we'll just buy like a quart at a time or something so it doesn't go bad. So I'm not sure what it's up to right now here. Jack says Wolverine took over, and so began the dark times. Chrome says I riled some people up on Patreon because I don't like Mother's Basement. Oh, well, no apologies. She's awful. We're glad to watch others' lives be ruined for politics. See, I don't have, of course, Chrome. That's my first experiences with him, so I don't have any experiences with him inserting political views into his videos or anything. I got to admit, that one we saw, I enjoyed it. Yes, S blank. If you're gonna hunt, remember that it's coming right at us rule. You got to yell that first, right? Didn't they? Wasn't there an episode where they took that away from them, from Jimbo and Ned? I might be misremembering. that kind of went without saying, huh? Curtis saying I might be misremembering. Yeah, okay. But I thought there was an episode where they take away that ability from them. Hey, Philip. Oh, shame I missed the clip stream yesterday. Oh, we'll be doing. I'm trying to remember to do them at least once a week, Philip. So we'll try. I try to make sure they're going to be fairly regular. Just seems to be, other than Free for All Friday, seems to be what people's one of their favorite streams. Mr. Croissant says, what do you think of the Andrew Tate drama? Well, I disagree with how he speaks on women. I personally find it hypocritical to hate on him, but idolize women like Drew Afualo when she is just as toxic. I don't know Drew. And I actually, Mr. Croissant, I really just found out about Andrew Tate recently. So I'm not one good to comment on it just because I don't have a lot of knowledge. I hate doing that. I don't like to get ahead of myself and comment when I don't have a decent base of knowledge. You just end up making yourself look dumb. Oh, thank you, Elder. That's a good post. Elder Ulysses says, you money take. I go now. I like that. Thanks, my friend. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you. I appreciate it a lot. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Big Green was telling Philip we also had to end it early. There was some YouTube fuckery. At that, I have to take blame for that. What happened was one of the videos that was posted to the stream that's what it was. He had just forgotten to put the video link to it, which is not a big deal. He sent me the link in chat, and then I went to the video itself on YouTube and posted it. Well, it was actually about 45 seconds. So rather than staying on top of things and making sure I killed it at the 30-second mark, I just let it run through, and immediately we get your stream may be interrupted. Oh, boy, we found copyrighted material, so it was my fault. I should have watched closer, but it was actually kind of apropos in that somebody had just asked just a little bit earlier in the stream and said, "Well, why can't we do over 30 seconds?" Can we pay more and do over 30 seconds? I said, no, I got to keep that limit there because 30 seconds does seem to be the rule before YouTube's bot gets antsy. And sure enough, the YouTube bot was like, goddamn right, I'll get antsy. No More Ocarina of Time says, Andrew Tate admitted that he doesn't accept evidence if it conflicts with his personal experience. Oh, he admits it. There's a lot of people that's true of. Could you imagine him saying something so stupid to Christopher Hitchens that's blood in the water? Yeah. I mean, some people I think too, pal, are just douchebags for the sake of being douchebags. It's really weird to explain, but for me, sometimes you see somebody who's a douche because it's their personality. And then I think there are actually those who aspire to douchebaggery in the respect that they're not even genuine about it. They just think they're edgy or something. Dragon says it would actually be helpful to shoot every wild hog you see. They're overpopulated and cause tons of property damage. Are they? I didn't realize that. I know wild hogs can be some nasty bastards. They can be mean. I didn't realize that. I didn't realize there was a big overpopulation on them. Right, Chrome. You're 100% right. It's weirdly one of the few times we can't blame Susan. Well, we can still blame her, but she didn't do anything wrong. This time, maybe. Yeah, that was on me because again, if you run over 30 seconds, you run the risk of the YouTube bot kicking in, and I just didn't pay attention. Negativity says, if reality doesn't agree with my worldview, I don't change my worldview. I change reality. I like that. Now, that's a good philosophy. Well, could you imagine if you could do that? Yeah, don't give me you, Cosmos. Don't leave that power to me. I will fucking abuse it. It's just like when we talk about superpowers and stuff. If I got really cool superpowers now, and I'm being honest, I would use them for good, but I would not use them exclusively for good. No fucking way. There's some fucked up shit I would do with them too. Would I help people? Yeah, absolutely. If I liked them. Would I try and make life better for some people? Yeah. Would I also completely fuck with some people? Fuck, you better believe it. Repugnant Tone says, I reject your reality and substitute my own. Mr. Croissant says Drew is an influencer that speaks against misogynistic men, but in doing so, he essentially generalizes and body shames men. People love her, but Tate gets hate because he essentially does the same. Gotcha. Like in one case, Drew made fun of a man for having sagging breasts, but in doing so, she shamed all men who have that, and it's a medical condition as well. True. When called out, she laughed it off. That's what a lot of douchebags do. Especially if you prove them to be hypocritical, or in some cases just straight up wrong, factually inaccurate, the douchebags will tend to deny anyway. Lethea says, why are we talking about reality when all we have is a simulation? Good question. And Philip says, speaking of wild pigs, marshals in Kansas cow towns used to be a bonus for shooting them and stray dogs. The pigs because of the property damage, the dogs because of their potential for rabies. Huh, I didn't know that. Negativity says, Andrew Tate just strikes me as remarkably stupid. I saw him debate a guy named Hassan, who's a dumb fuck, and somehow Tate still did terribly. Finley says, Susan has about 1,000 Patreon accounts where she supports you. Susan, you may deny it, but I have my anonymous sources. Yeah. Susan wants me. Come on, we all know that. That's why I get so much shit. I will say this, though. Recently, with getting... I think a lot of it had to do with getting content on the channel, which took me forever to just determine what people most wanted to see here at the channel. And getting a little extra content here has helped our YouTube channel recently. So that's been a good thing, because I did have concerns because of all we've dealt with Susan really hurt the channel. And we are making a little bit of a comeback. Ashley says, hey, Curtis, are you familiar with the song The Hamster Dance by Hampton the Hamster. It's a cheesy upbeat song from the 2000s. I think so. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Actually, I don't remember it specifically, but I remember that name. So I'm sure I've seen the video, heard the song. Yeah, because I do remember that name. Finley says, "Now I don't have any sources, but it's funny to meme about Susan." It could be. S Blank says Susan just has a crush on you, but is deathly afraid of people figuring out, so that's why she plays these games. And let's be fair to Susan. If someone had a crush on me, I would fully understand them trying to keep that a secret. I'll give her that one. If she's got the mad crush on me, yeah, it's probably better you didn't let people know that. Chrome says, God, not Hassan. He sank Uyghurs. I always forget how he pronounces his name. Not that it matters. I can't stand the guy. Dumber nephew. He's the guy who said America deserved 9/11. Oh, great. He's also one of the reactors who just posts other videos on his streams when he's not doing anything. Yeah, sounds great. Sounds like a good dude. Rosa says, how long does it take for trans people to be accepted by society? Hopefully in less than 30 years, because by then we'll have killed ourselves off. That's in the sad but the scary category, Rosa. Yeah. Well, it was at what? 40% the suicide rate at one point? You could pass off Ric Flair, Nathan says. Whoo! Wolverine says, here's a joke. The Westboro Baptist Church. Yeah. Are they still a thing? They probably are. Scumbags like that just never end up going away. Kaiser says there's a belief called law of attraction, where reality is the result of collective thought. If one understands it enough, you could nudge reality into creating what you want. Yeah, if that were the case, right? If you could be one of the dominant thoughts within the collective, yeah. Oh, and speaking of Susan and Susanisms and stuff, I thought you guys liked this. You guys know I posted that Bill Burr reaction the other day. That was a funny bit. Well, it got demonetized. Not a big deal. As long as we enjoy it, I don't even care. But I go back through my videos anytime that happens. It's like, because it doesn't happen to me a lot, in fairness. It's like, it's a comedy routine. And I was like, okay, well, in the title it says something about hitting women, because he was talking about that. I'm like, oh, okay, that just triggered the bot. So I'll file an appeal. They upheld it. They demonetized the comedy routine. And it's not even egregious. I mean, he was talking about, basically what he said was, all his point was, is somebody said there's never a reason to hit a woman, and Bill Burr was like, well, I've never hit a woman, don't plan on it, but to say there's never a reason, that's not true. And that's funny, and it's factual. But that tells you a lot about the way YouTube does things. YouTube does things by their own personal PC beliefs, not by the structure of their own terms of service or anything. I mean, why would you demonetize a comedy routine as benign as that? Finley says, it's funny, Susan targets harmless channels like yours, but she ignores the thousands of spam bots. Oh my God, they're brutal. Going around, which are actually dangerous if a gullible person or kid were to click on those bots. Oh, I spend so much time reporting spam. And there's probably some in the videos I posted today because I haven't been able to get into the comment chat. Spam comments. It's endless anymore. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. Nicholas says, any day of the week that involves bad touch is my favorite day. Yep, preaching to the choir. Hey, Lance Corporal Hawk. Good to see you, pal. Hey, Curtis, wanted to drop a quick thanks for being one of my main inspirations for becoming a reaction YouTuber. Oh, good for you. You helped me get through a rough time in 2016 after my bro died. Loved your RVB stuff. Well, thank you, Hawk. I appreciate that a lot. I really do. And as I've always said, and I mean this sincerely, anytime that hanging out here and having some laughs or camaraderie or whatever. Oh, Hawk took over the stream boss too. Help somebody get through something. There's no greater honor or greater joy I get in doing this than that. So I appreciate that. Zuchen says, I read somewhere that Andrew Tate said that every single girl will sleep with you for money. They just have a different price. Yeah, come on, look at this face. I got to believe there's plenty of females out there that are like, yeah, that much money doesn't exist. Luke says, hitting women is a very fun pastime. It's also kind of hot, but that can be said for men too. So, yay, gender equality. Wolverine says, I don't believe in instigating a fight, but I don't care about age, gender, or disability. I'm absolutely going to defend myself and my friends. Well, what I said was, I've never hit a woman. I have no plans to ever do so. And I've been in some tense situations with women, but I'm not going to hit them. But that's not to say that if some woman comes running and screaming at me with a knife, I'll knock the bitch the fuck out. No two ways about it. So, yes, to say there's never a reason is absolutely incorrect. Jill. Oh, that's terrible. I just got a mental picture of that. I see a lot of healthy relationships outside my hotel window. Jill's in Hawaii. Outside my hotel window, then yelled at them, fuck you. Doesn't that paint a good mental picture though, you guys? Poor Jill just sitting in there, and you see this happy couple walking along the walking towards the sunset on the golden sands of a Hawaiian beach, and Jill's going, fuck you! Show off! Chrome says, like for instance, Hassan will find someone else's videos, stick them on stream while cutting their name out, and play them while he goes off for lunch. Then attack and bully them if they call him out. He says, Christ. I've always wanted somebody on this platform, another creator or something, to try and bully me. see how that works for them. Rosa says, hi, Spez White's Comedy. I'm a celebrity located in South Carolina. I'd be interested in doing a sponsorship with you. Would you like to join? I am going to give you $1 million for one video. Oh, that's just, Rosa, I mean, that's nice. I appreciate the offer, but it's not up to my standards. You guys, the gang here will tell you, do you know how much? And now this stream, Free For All Friday streams, I never monetize anyway, because we know where Free For All Friday streams are going. But for instance, when I monetize a live stream, how much does it make, guys? I can't take $1 million for a video with what I get for one of these live streams. The gang here will tell you, they know. We looked it up one day. Dragon says, how do you trigger the PC bots while people like Onision are still allowed to upload? Yeah, he should be banned from using the internet for life. Yeah, I'm with you on that, Dragon. I'm not an Onision fan at all. Should have offered 92 cents, right? Big Green knows. I can't be taking $1 million. I get 92 cents advertising revenue for these streams. I shouldn't even say that. It's embarrassing. I don't want to make you guys feel bad and stuff. I'm rolling in my 92 cents here. Luke says, I see a lot of happy relations from my motel window. Then I yell at them, hey, bitch, stop stealing my customers. Nathan says, the law favors the woman in today's society more than 100 years ago. Yeah, well, I think definitely law used to favor men. And I think we went through a time, particularly with in marital law or family law, it definitely the pendulum swung hard the other way and favored women. I think it's leveled out some, but Hunter says, the chance of being attacked by a killer weed whacker is low, but never zero. 100% correct. Hunter, and a lot of people don't recognize things like that. They think, odds of me getting, decapitated, let's say, by a weed whacker are low. So I just won't take any precautions. And don't come crying to us when you don't have a head. I like that pun. Well, I like puns. Lance Corporal Hawk says, tomorrow is National Orgasm Day. Are you coming? Get it? King Snake says, I just lost my friend in a car accident last night. Oh, god damn, I'm sorry to hear that. Thanks for brightening my day. Oh, that's too bad. I'm really sorry to hear that. Ugh, that's the worst. I mean, anytime somebody close to you passes, it's not a fun thing, but those goddamn sudden, unexpected deaths, just like when I lost my dad. It was sad, but not unexpected. At least it was something you could prepare yourself for. That's rough. Chrome says, so we were talking about them screwing up She-Hulk a few days ago. Check this out and it'll tell you everything you need to know. Okay, let me take a look at this link. Oh, hold on, I didn't know it was a video, I gotta get headphones.
Of your ability to tolerate distress and regulate your emotions, especially your anger.
Well, here's the thing, Bruce. I'm great at controlling my anger. I do it all the time. When I'm catcalled in the street.
Oh, here we go.
Incompetent men explain my own area of expertise to me. I do it pretty much every day because if I don't, I will get called emotional or difficult or might just.
Oh my God! How hard are they pandering in this?
Because I do it infinitely more than you.
As she gets angry.
All of this just feels like projecting a lot of.
Oh, shut the fuck up! Jesus Christ, my life is so hard. Shut up. Is everything in Hollywood now? Does everything in Hollywood have to be a politically correct message or a woke message now? Because they're really scraping for that one. Give me a break. Jill says, well, I'm scared to go outside now. What if people talk to me? Yeah, that's the clip, Big Green. Just in case there was any chance I was going to watch that show, that took care of it. I don't want to listen to some more pandering bullshit. I heard about that, Jeff. Jeff says the northern lights may be visible in the mainland U.S. this week due to a strong geomagnetic storm, according to the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. Yeah, I heard about that. That's pretty cool. I didn't realize that magnetism made the northern lights so much more visible. Man, it's got to be, up in the regions where you can see them anyway. They've got to be really hopping. Jack says, I haven't watched She-Hulk. I don't intend to. That's fair. It's just witnessing brainwashing kids with some of the superhero stuff. And everything now, everything has to carry some wokeism to it. Excuse me. Chrome says, and remember, MCU Hulk, when he was first introduced, admitted he had tried putting a bullet in his own head. Yeah, the big guy spit it out. I remember. Yet She-Hulk has suffered more. Oh, also she owns a figure of Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Oh, of course she does. And again, I don't even care what side of the aisle it comes from. I just don't want any more politics in the MCU or anything. If you're going to try and subtly or even not so subtly impact us with a political message within the entertainment that has nothing to do with it, you can go fuck yourself. As far as I'm concerned, I'm not watching. Jill says, all right, Curtis, got to go. I have to see this Japanese students on a school trip. Oh, cool. Well, Jill, thanks for popping in while you could, and have a great time. I'm jealous. I got to admit, I'm jealous. Excuse me, guys. Something itching my ear. And Hawk says, if I want to watch a good interpretation of She-Hulk, I'll watch a few episodes of the 90s Hulk cartoon where she was confident as opposed to narcissistic. I don't remember that. That's cool. Because as I told you guys, I remember when She-Hulk came out, and hey, Andrew. And I liked the character. But, of course, that character was nothing like what we're seeing in this thing. But welcome to SDM, Andrew. Glad to have you on board. Yeah, Sapphire says, if everything is woke now, I want to go back to sleep. Why they got to ruin MCU? It is. It's just like that whole conversation the link Chrome gave us. They want us to feel bad for her because she thinks men mansplain things too much to her. Yeah, it's gritty and rough, and we feel so bad for you. As others pointed out, Bruce Banner trying to shoot himself in the head because he couldn't take dealing with the monster inside him anymore is nothing compared to if somebody mansplains to you. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Krusty says, I've seen people talking about it in other series of movies calling anything Marvel M-she-you. Yeah, that does seem to be the case, Big Green. You're right. No, all female superheroes have to be depicted with a fuck all men attitude now, Curtis. Yeah, because that's the way the woke winds are blowing at the moment. Mr. Croissant says, true story. My uncle was always told he was infertile. No matter how hard he tried, he always failed when trying for a child, and he wanted to be a dad. His girlfriend supported him wholeheartedly and also wanted a child with him. After about 3 years, she was pregnant. He would... Oh, shoot. I lost it. I lost Mr. Croissant's... story. Oh, Jack. Oh, okay. Jack accidentally got it. Oh, okay. Jack didn't realize he was telling a story. Hold on. I can still view deleted message. Hold on, Mr. Croissant. No matter how hard he tried, he always failed when trying for a child and always wanted to be a dad. Okay, I got that one. He wholeheartedly wanted a child with him. After about 3 years, she was pregnant. He was so excited, and so was the family. After all that trying, she fell out of love, and wanted an abortion. He was against it and really wanted to have and raise his child. He was even willing to pay her monthly during pregnancy and after birth to keep the baby, but she said no. She would the abortion regardless of his begging. She then left him and had another baby with his friend from college. He's never been the same again since, and he's never tried for another child again. Oh, that's sad. That is sad. Oh, that's too bad. Oh, man. Yeah, that's... You just, like you say, that's something that affects and the whole rest of your life. Changes you as a person. That's too bad. You send him to gay baby jail, but he's a straight adult, Lick says. Oh, what was it? It wasn't just the message? Do I need to go get him back? Or was it just a timeout? I didn't see what it was because I brought all them back so I could read it. If Mr. Croissant's out permanently, let me know. I'll go find him and I'll get him back. It was just a timeout. Okay, Mr. Croissant, as you can tell, Jack didn't mean to do that, and we still got to read your post. After trying for so long, that sounds dreadful. Weeb says, "Yeah, guy just wanted kids. That's sad, and especially me, as being a dad being like the biggest thing in my life. I can totally understand. It's just a timeout. Okay, he'll be back." No, I get it, Jack. I understand. I understand what happened. I'm sure Mr. Croissant will too. He's a regular here. Simple Venix says, but the only thing besides mansplaining is my daily fun facts, but women hate those too. By the way, fun fact, at some point in every male's life, their dick was inside their mother. Ah, come on. True. But it didn't need to be brought up. Negativity says, my hot take is that all the wokeism in today's films is in large part the right wing's fault. If you spend generations shit talking the art and humanities degrees is useless and a waste of money, don't be surprised they end up overwhelmingly left wing. I would disagree on that negativity just from because I think those fields have always been heavily left anyway, for whatever reason. It just seems to be a field that they all went into. So, and for the most part, for a majority of people, those arts and humanities degrees are generally not going to be. In other words, I can understand somebody not wanting their kid to go to get that degree because the odds of you making a comfortable living with it are not as good as they are in other fields. Rick says Mr. Croissant's going to be fuming. He's going to declare war on the British, and he's going to lose because he's named after French food. Chrome says, by the way, did you see that Cineworld, the second largest cinema chain in the world, is preparing for bankruptcy? No, I did not see that. It's a shame. It was Cineworld where I watched CBS Superhero, but it's not surprising. No, that's too bad. No, I didn't see that. That is too bad. My wife wants to see, and of course, my stepdaughter, Renee, you guys know Nene, is she's blind, but sometimes she'll enjoy a movie because she likes the sounds. Excuse me. She likes the activity sounds, musical movies. Obviously, she likes music as well. We've been thinking about, my wife wants to see that. My wife and I both like Joe Coy, the comedian, a lot. And he's got the Easter Sunday movie out. So we've been thinking about trying to get over to the theater and see that. Excuse me. Ashley says, hey, Curtis, how do you cheer up on cloudy days? I personally can't stand them. They make me feel gloomy. Yeah, I've always been somebody, yeah, Ashley, I don't like gloomy days. A lot of people do. I don't let them get me down, though. It's just that those to me are just a mind over matter thing. It's like I can, because they do. They strike me that exact same way. But then again, it's one of those deals where I look at something and go, you know what? If I allow just the fact that it's cloudy out to make me not enjoy my day as much or to just not have as fun a day as I might, because the big thing in life to me is about having fun, then I lost. And that's how I keep those things from happening to me, just from my way. Hey, welcome to SDM, Elder. I appreciate it. I got to leave you guys some more messages too, because I allow the channel members, the SDM crew, to suggest videos. Now, I have been checking all the videos you guys suggest. Just some of them don't make it. The main reason I don't select some are, A, if I just don't think it has wide appeal to our audience. Because as I said, things have been going much better with the YouTube channel now, with the way the stuff we've been putting out. So I want to make sure we kind of continue that upward climb. Or if it's anything that, again, I am under a whole different set of guidelines apparently with Susan as far as community guidelines. So I've had several of them I just couldn't do because even though they're out everywhere else, I'm afraid that I can't do those videos here. Oh, I know what those are, Dragon. Yeah. Look up audio descriptive movies. They feature a narrator that explains the visuals for blind people. Right. But my stepdaughter, Dragon, is multiply severely disabled. She would not understand the explanations anyway. She likes the sounds. If she's in the mood for it, she likes the sounds of the activity within the movie. And of course she likes the music. To her, it doesn't matter if it's the music is front and center or if it's just background music. She likes the music and stuff like that as well. Zuchen said, and then I read something else where Andrew said depression isn't real. You feel sad, you move on. You'll always be depressed. If your life is depressing, change it. Yeah. Yeah, he sounds like a genius. Mistress says, yeah, it sure seems like it. That's why comics are in the shit and mangas/animes are crushing it. Perfect example is Bastard from late 80s coming back as anime, completely uncensored and brutal. Love it. Yeah, I think that's very true. I think because that's one of the things I really appreciate about anime and obviously manga is the Japanese writers are fearless and they will write the story they want to write. And that is absolutely not true here. Mr. Croissant says, is She-Hulk that bad? Also, no worries about timeout. Spamming isn't fun. I was kind of oh no, you were spamming, Mr. Croissant. Like I say, Jack he saw a bunch come up under your name, and they weren't spam. You were just telling a story. But no, he didn't mean to do that. I have no interest in She-Hulk anymore, pal. Especially with that clip that Chrome just showed us. Absolute zero interest, none whatsoever. I don't. That's asinine. We're supposed to actually feel bad for this character because in day-to-day life, men explain things to her. Come on, all that is pandering. That's all it is. Give me a break. And Elder Ulysses says, "Elder angry at Susan. Here, you take more of me. Go to cave." Oh, thank you. I appreciate it, pal. I appreciate it a lot. I like these. I really identify with like caveman philosophy and lifestyle. Ooh, a lot of grunting and me go to cave. So yeah, I can, which doesn't surprise any of you guys. I can totally appreciate that. Oh, okay. Lex has got a link. It says, so it's not even She-Hulk's writing that's bad. Check this editing out. I can't even imagine. Oh, hold on. I got to change the format of it a little bit. Okay. So from the video portion, copy that. Copy that. Let me just get another video up here. Hold on, guys. I just got to fix that link. Oh, you son of beach! What the hell did it just do? Come on!
What are you doing?
I copied that.
A member of the Goosh, our Patreon, yet?
Now, paste that. There we go. Okay, let me see this editing. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, is this that fight scene? I saw a fight scene that was really poorly put together.
Come on.
I don't want to take a chance on this. I'm going to have to move ahead. I don't want to get a... Yes, that's that fight. I saw that. That was awful. Terrible. Yes, I did. I did see the editing on that fight scene. It was horrible, Licks. Yeah, I have no interest. I had little interest to begin with, and things like that. I just nope, no chance in hell of me even giving it a shot. Wolverine says, "Look for next post." Yeah, exactly, Lex. Oonga boonga, hit Susan with pointy stick. All right, let me see. Wolverine says, Charlie Cox and Tim Roth are the only reason I'm even invested in She-Hulk. Yeah, again, with what I've seen of it now, they put me off it completely. Mr. says, Curtis Doppelganger would be Big Mom, no difference. Oh, stop. Come on, at least give me my Thanos. Yeah. Skydormer says, I've seen better CGI in a PS2 game. Yeah, pretty much. That I had seen. That I didn't know that's what it was leading to. That clip of that fight is just, oh, that's fucking horrific. God damn. CDV says, I know you Yankees don't give a fuck about hockey. Some do. I got some friends who are big hockey fans. But our Czech junior hockey team beat Team USA for the first time this decade. This is huge for us considering the state our junior sport is in at the moment. Oh, cool. Congrats. We have some, you're right, it's not as big here, certainly as it is in other parts of the world. But I have a few friends who are big hockey fans. I go, now that we're down here, there's a minor league affiliate here close to us, hockey team. Oh, I can't think of the team name. Checkers. The Charlotte Checkers. We go to those every so often. I got to admit, going to hockey live, it's not something I ever followed, and I don't really watch it on TV or anything. But going to hockey live is fun. We had some really good times watching those, watching hockey here. Chrome says, I'm dreading what they'll do to Daredevil. I have an awful feeling. Oh, boy. They're going to base Daredevil off of the Mark Waid run, the most awful, cringy, woke run of the entire series. Also, the lowest selling. Of course it is. Of course it. Lance Corporal Hawk said what Chrome said. That's it. Just the post I was reading. I hope not. And Chrome also said Hollywood is so left-wing in large part because the Soviet Union was funding them to post propaganda. They did it for decades, even into the 90s, as the Union was collapsing. We know it from Verona papers. So, it's just, and the thing of it is, though, we're seeing over and over and over, I mean, unequivocally, that when they start reaching for these woke elements to put in their movies, it's damaging the product. The product is not doing well, and they just keep doing it anyway. Well, eventually, when the money runs out, they'll stop, but... Krusty says the main issue with comics going to shit is the injection of real world politics into them. Much like everything, politics being injected into a form of escapism makes that form turn to shit gradually. I agree. And again, I don't care which side it's from. That's not what I'm watching that movie for. That's not what I'm reading that comic book for. And when you do it, just like what we're talking about here with She-Hulk, I'm not going to get involved. Doing good, John and Bob. Good to see you. You would hope, Philip, but they've flopped several things because of it, and they won't stop. He says, I hope She-Hulk flops bad enough that it makes Disney rethink this whole woke agenda thing, like how Warner Brothers shit-canned the Batgirl movie before it even released. That was pretty huge. And now do you see, too, now you have those out there in force saying that, well, the Batgirl movie was shit-canned only because nobody's accepting of women and strong women and female leads. And it's like, oh, here we fucking go. Can't just be because you made a piece of shit. Has to be some other reason to it. Big Green says that scene with She-Hulk shitting on Hulk, that her pain is greater, reminds me of this meme image format. All right, hold on, let me take a look at it. You'll never understand my pain. Sorry, that's good. That's a good meme. I like that. Ashley says, do you like happy, upbeat songs? Yes, I like, same as music, anime, movies. I like any genre if it's good. I certainly there are certain genres of anything that tend to more often appeal to me, but genre's not a big deal in anything to me. If it's good, I'll listen, I'll watch, I'll be a part of it. Liz says, no, I just hate green people. Yes, I did play a little Dark Souls 3 Mystery, and I liked it a lot. The thing that stuck out to me about that game, that it had to be a good game, was even when I was having trouble beating a boss, I never got tired of it. I never got like rage quit mode. The game was so fun, I didn't mind going back in and fighting again and again and again. Sarah says, kid, Mom, today we did cool experiments with dynamite at school. Mom, oh, that's nice. And what are you doing tomorrow at school? Kid, what school? Mortem says, as a liberal anarchist, I think the left and right are both crappy. The right is a little worse, though. I think that, again, when you talk the extreme sides of the political spectrum, I think they're both equally shit. Oh, Goblinoid. Curtis, you're like a third grandpa to me. But this time I actually want to be touched. Well played. All right, guys, I got to go. I still got a little bit more editing to do today, and we got a big day of stuff we have to do around the house tomorrow, so I'm trying to get extra stuff done here. Thank you for this stream. Free for All Fridays, man. We've been doing this for years now with FFAF. I'm sure some of you guys know better than I do, even remembering exactly how many, because especially as I'm getting older, my sense of time sucks. But man, it's just amazing how much this picks up my whole week for me and picks up my day. I appreciate it so much. I love hanging out with you guys. I love doing this stuff. I'm a very fortunate person, I got to tell you. Thanks for hanging out with me. It's Free for All Friday. Here it comes. This is what, come on. All the conversations we have are fun. The talk is a good time. It energizes everybody. We know we're all here for. It's the sticky stuff. Oh, and it's gonna be spectacular. It's real and spectacular. kind of quote a Seinfeld episode. Pamfu, pamfu, sticky stuff for you, 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 sticky stuff for everybody. Because we'll bang, okay? Flashy like Buggy. And as always, most importantly, you bet your ass it's always spectacular. Goosh, 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 goosh. Goosh.